We will never know. Hey, Mikkel. How does Doofenshmirtz jingle go?
Fish graham cracker.
You're not allowed to die.
It's in my stomach, Chloe.
I see we've got 2 people in here so far. Crap. Why don't these 2 people make themselves known? Or are they just freaking creepy stalkers? A fish. Hi, Chica Chicken. I feel like I've seen you before. Hi. I'm just going to work on these eyes that I drew. I was having the dreaded art block, so I just drew some eyes randomly.
But not too pretty.
Hey, Cal, are you busy?
I kind of got graham cracker crumblies all over me.
Well, if that's not going to hinder your movement, I want you to come look at all these eyes that I drew.
I can't move. The crumblies are overtaking my body.
Not my problem. They're sentient. I refuse to live in a world where graham cracker crumblies can take over a person's body. And Hey, Shade Blackfield.
Can I lick my hand? I'm gonna lick my hand. Ooh, eyeball.
Which ones are your favorite?
I like these ones.
Yeah, those ones are cute.
I want to eat them. They look tasty.
You can go back to your crumblies now.
You want a crumbly? Back off of my crumblies.
For real? Oh, that's good.
Told you.
Oh my god, that's
Now
good.
I gotta wash my hand because there's any tongue on them.
Yeah, not because it has crumblies on it. Oh, here's a question to boggle your mind. If poison passes its expiration date, does it stop being poisonous or does it become even more poisonous? That's a good question. Just doesn't even care. You did get me there. That is a very excellent question that I wish I had an answer to.
We got sugar in them, Chloe. They got sugar.
Watermelon sugar. Ha.
Me voting is fucking graham cracker crumble. Curiosity. Why the fuck do you have a name for that? Of me voting in pleasure at the graham cracker crumblies. Because I didn't think I was getting taped. If I was getting taped, I would have taken my shirt off.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I did get distracted, but here's the catch. I like looking up to check on the chat, so I didn't get distracted. I'm looking up because it's part of the stream, so I didn't get distracted, so joke's on you.
I know, it's a kitten.
What's a kitten?
It's a kitten holding a popsicle. It says me wow. More just for this occasion, boys. Yeah. One shirt just says how with no context.
I don't know Henry Stickmin.
No.
So, how's your guys' night going so far? If you hear my cousin yelling utter freaking nonsense in the kitchen, don't worry, that's completely normal for this family. I don't know the distraction dance meme. Or maybe I do, and I just didn't know that's what it was called.
I don't know. What do you think I'm doing, Chloe? Crumbly!
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Good. I was worried I'd have to go over there and perform the Heimlich maneuver, which I'm not licensed to do.
I'm gonna choke to death. What the fuck's going?
That's good. I'm glad that your week has been going good.
Yeah, go ahead, choke to death.
It feels good to stream again. Little weird because I haven't done it in such a long time, but don't worry. As far as I know, there are not going to be any more camping trips this summer. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna be home free as far as streaming is concerned. I'm possibly going to be getting a job. I have a job interview tomorrow, and if it goes well, then hopefully I will be getting a job. And I don't know how my job schedule would be affecting my streaming schedule, but we'll see. We'll see. What's wrong with you now, aside from everything else that's wrong with you?
Allie, Google plutonium!
You mean plutonium and dopamine?
Haha, it's not a thing. It's just a mix of plutonium and dopamine.
I love dopabeans. Remember when I came up with that?
Dopamines.
I think plutonium is dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous and happiness. Nothing makes me happier than some good old danger.
Yes, for some people it does. I don't know why I'm outlining these eyes. I just want to. Because,
No, I act like this around her too.
like I said, when I did these, I was having art blocks, so I just drew some eyes in different styles and ways.
Not a show. You showed it, so I had to get rid of it.
For the past 2 days, I've been watching a lot of Annoying Orange, which I haven't visited in like months. I remember years ago I got like super into it, and then I stopped watching it for a while, and then I got into it again, and then I stopped watching it for a while, and now I'm watching it again. It's a thing with me.
Bye.
Happened with Happy Tree Friends.
You saw me just pull out a crucifix.
Crucifix. I don't know. I bet it looks like cereal. Speaking of cereal, today I tried Sugar Crisp for the first time. Actually, it's called Golden Crisp now, but when it first came out, it was Sugar Crisp. So I just call it Sugar Crisp because it's the OG name. I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Out of all the things you say, that's something I don't want to hear. Hey, Kel. Ovular. And you swallow.
Somebody has to clean up this mess.
Oh, wow.
No,
Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, I know, but are you okay? Okay. Is there a big freaking mess?
There's a tiny mess.
All right.
A tiny mess which I plan to clean up once I start taking this.
All right, this is Hola Ronaldo. This is what I've got so far. So far, my favorites are the top one and the bottom one. So does that mean you don't like the what's it called? It's an acronym. Does that mean you don't like OVA? It stands for original video animation, I think. How are you doing, Ronaldo? Chloe, don't do it. It's a trap. It's a friendship destroyer. Let me guess. She did it. It's good to know that there's people out there for my cousin. Otherwise, she'd be a very mentally unstable person. She already is. That's good. I'm glad you're good. I'm just outlining some eyes that I sketched when I had art block. I mean, I sketched them. I might as well line them, color them, etc., etc. You're not the scum of the earth.
I'm scum of the earth, but at least I'm not you. Positivity.
Don't.
Stop cheering me on.
Don't you just love positivity? I know I do.
You made me drop a in there.
My cousin's making cheesecake. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You remember that. I'm like, can't is clearly a word. It's a fucking word.
It's a contraction.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden I'm not allowed to use it. Now all of a sudden I'm not allowed to use it.
Oh, you're allowed to use it. It's just that you shouldn't overuse it. Like alcohol.
Fine. At the current moment I find myself quite unable to complete the assigned task.
Oh, say it again, but do it in a British accent.
Is that what you fucking want out of a first grader? Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill.
Actually, you gotta say Bill Nye the Science Guy again, but in a really deep voice. Like, Bill Nye the Science Guy. And then you go, Bill, 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 Bill. I got the what?
I'm gonna eat the cheese.
Save me some.
You what? This is supposed to be for family.
Oh, that's my cousin. Her name is Mickey. You can call her Mickey. It's not her real name, but
No.
when we're on live streams, I refer to her as Mickey. She lives with us. She's lived with us since like last year at this point. At the end of this month, it'll be like over a year since she moved in.
Joke's on you. I didn't have her right on video.
She's quite an interesting character, in case you couldn't tell.
Yup.
So, recently I finished binge watching season 4 of The 7 Deadly Sins, and I'm eagerly awaiting winter of 2021 when season 5 will come out. Did you just say snort some cheese? I want to know how that works. Can someone please explain to my cousin that it's not possible to snort cheese and feel good while doing it?
I can snort all the cheesecake I want.
Bring your head down here, please.
No.
Yep, that's my cousin. Most people know her. Anthony, whatever his last name is on here, Holio, I don't know. He thinks that she's really funny.
Because I am really funny.
You are, but sometimes you take it a little bit too far. But even when you take it too far, people still think you're funny for some reason. Gosh, I haven't drawn or line arted in so long on paper that I'm losing my touch. Mikkel, you're gonna make me. You're throwing off my groove.
Is the flow still here? Merlin, come back. She's calling you a Fladorian.
A Fladorian? What's a Fladorian?
Supposed to be someone from Florida, but I have my doubts.
I think it's actually pronounced Floridan.
It's actually pronounced Florida. It's not Fludor. Like a fucking flute.
Like how a person who lives in North Dakota is called a North Dakotan, or how a New Yorker is called or how like a person who lives in New York is called a New Yorker. This makes me wonder what a person from New Jersey would be called. Oh, that's okay. I understand. Online school. Yes, I did get the bracelet. I've been wearing it quite a few days. If only I could remember where I put it. I think it's either in the bathroom. What's wrong? I'm coming.
Don't actually come.
Well, then why'd you call me?
Because I know you should know.
You should get a wet rag or a wet tissue and rub it inside your nose. That's what I would do. You got this.
I can feel the crumblies.
My cousin has graham cracker crumblies up her nose. Don't ask how she achieved that. I'll be right back.
So Fudorian. I have like 3 bites of this cheesecake.
Okay. It's not downstairs in my room. It's probably upstairs somewhere. I'll try to get it in a little bit. It's still nice to see you on the stream floor. I understand why not a lot of people are coming in, especially not immediately. I'm sure they were expecting me to not stream again because I haven't been streaming in a while. But like I said, as far as I know, this is the last camping trip of the summer. But also, like I said earlier, for those of you who weren't here, I might be getting a job soon. I have an interview tomorrow. It's this froyo place that I live super close to, so I can either walk or bike there, which is good because I don't have a car or a license yet. I'm hoping to get one in the near future. I don't know when, but what is it? Oh yeah, if I get a job there, I will be most likely working late nights, but I'm not sure what days. So if I do get a job at this place, I'll make sure to post a video explaining how my job schedule will affect the streams. I mean, I'm going to be 20 years old in a couple weeks, so I think it's about time that I finally get an actual job. I've never had a job in my life, and I want one. And I need one, too.
I woke up at
7th grade. I think you might still need to go through a few more grades because if you're in 7th grade, then you'd still need to go through 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th and 12th before you can go to college. Thank you, Ronaldo. I don't know why I decided to use autumn colors for these eyes, but whatever. Don't be alarmed. It's just a pocket watch. They say nothing. So they don't forget. What's my name? What's my name? Uma. Say it louder. What's my name? What's my name? Uma. Feel the power. No one's gonna stop us, so the world will be ours. What's my name? What's my name? What's it? What's it? Say it. Say it.
Mine!
Are you okay?
Lovely fucking leprechauns!
What are you talking about? And that required you to say my lovely fucking leprechauns. I failed to see the connection and why that was necessary. I really hope my mom brings food back soon. I'm hungry.
Merlin!
My cousin has a friend who's nicknamed Merlin. It's a reference to the character Merlin from the anime The Seven Deadly Sins, because Merlin is one of the characters. But Merlin is actually a girl in this. If you guys actually know the old legends of King Arthur and how the wizard Merlin raised him to become a king, well, that's kind of the same thing in the Seven Deadly Sins, except Merlin in that anime is a girl. Because we always imagine Merlin as a wise old wizard man with a cap and a robe and blah, 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 blah. But Merlin doesn't wear a robe. No. She wears something extremely revealing. There's no reason why she wears this. She just does.
No!
Oh, cool. You're sleeping. That's awesome. Did you notice that I cut the bristles that were straying?
Yes, I did. That annoyed me.
Why?
There's a reason they don't close you.
Okay. All eyes on me. Let me see them.
What are you doing right now?
Oh. That's kind of weird.
I hate you for this.
Don't say I hate. That's not a very good word.
Yes, you are, Alabama. You said yes.
Why do I bother?
You said yes. It's right. Alright, where's the one?
Say it.
You ruined your entire life.
Also, my cousin has another new favorite anime that we recently finished binge watching together. I mean, I already binge watched it before she did, but
I'm gonna watch it again, by the way.
that doesn't surprise me. It's called Food Wars. Warning, it's not for young children because it has a lot of inappropriate innuendos in it, not to mention some very pointless nudity. And the foodgasms, don't get me started. Oh, they're so uncomfortable to watch.
Where are you right now? Where are you right now? Don't tell me where. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. I remember you sent me that picture, like, for this is like her thing.
Well, that's okay. As long as he's going to college. I'm going back to college in January. I was going to go back this fall, but I missed the cutoff, and I still need to pay the money that I owe, so, yeah. Which is okay, because this will give me time to, get into a job. I'll have a job for, my cousin and my sister will be going to school, and I will most likely, hopefully, be working a job. And I really want to. All right, all finished. Nothing too special, just some eyes. There's some. Is that your mop song?
Yeah, it's a mop song.
It's nice, but it's nothing compared to my Swiffer song. It's a nice song. It just needs a little bit more words into it and some more rhythm.
It's gonna be a catchy art song.
You're Swiffering! You know what this means.
It's not Swiffer time!
Swiffer time. Come on, everybody, it's Swiffer time. First, you take the Swiffer and put it on the floor. Move it back and forth like your life depends on it, which it really does because you're killing germs, which can kill you if they multiply. That's my Swiffer song. I made it up myself. It's not a parody of anything. I came up with the lyrics right on the spot, and I sing it randomly, especially when I'm Swiffering. Gracias, Ronaldo. Oh my gosh, are you okay?
I'm dying!
That's not very reassuring. Do you need help? Do you need help?
I'm wearing Heelys and a Kichi.
That's not very nice sounding.
I thought I was cool, but it's freshly mopped and doesn't agree with my Heelys.
You mean it's freshly Swiffered?
Will you please put away the cheese?
What? I don't. Okay,
I'm scared.
give me a second. Oh, so you're sacrificing me to the Swiffer.
Yes! You don't have Heelys on, you can catch yourself. Take your Heelys off. No! Okay, how do I do this? I have to escape my Heelys.
How do I do this? Oh. Well, this is already in a container, and so is this. I just need to get the lids. They say nothing yet. Tell them who's in charge so they don't forget. What's my name? What's my name? Uma, say it louder.
I'm so scared.
Feel the power. Nothing's gonna stop us, so the world will be ours. What's my name? What's my name? What's it? What's it? Say it, say it. All eyes on you, you see it? Are you gonna go to sleep?
Yeah, I want to go to sleep.
Okay. Good night. I love you.
You can text me.
Good night. I love you, Mickey. Also, thank you for saying it's cute, Ronaldo. I think I already said thank you. Yeah, I said it in Spanish. Now I'm going to color this picture. Maybe some of you, maybe at least a couple of you recognize her. I haven't drawn her or posted about her in a while, but I've mentioned her a little bit in recent chats. Give me a second. But this is one of my Happy Tree Friends OCs that I created her a couple years ago, I think, either 1 or 2 years ago. Hey, why don't you come over here and give me a hug?
I need to eat cereal, I guess.
Well,
this isn't a requirement for me to go to sleep, I guess.
Well, make sure you brush your teeth after you eat.
Whose eyeballs are these?
Oh, no one's. I just drew them because I had art block.
Whose fucking eyeballs?
I don't know.
Stranger eyeballs? It's kind of creepy.
They're just eyes that I drew because I had art block. What do you do when you have art block?
I draw legs.
Well, there you go. They don't have to be anyone's legs in specific. Yeah.
They are animal legs.
Yeah, you're right, Neela. It is. Look, Kel, I drew an OC that I haven't drawn in a long time.
Olive!
Yeah, only as an adult, she gets hearing aids for her ears because when she was a kid, they didn't have hearing aids in her size, so they didn't. So she didn't have any hearing aids. But now she has hearing aids. That
taking some of your golden crisp.
I know it says that on the box, and that's what it's called right now. But I just prefer to call it Sugar Crisp because that's what it was called, like the OG. I mentioned this earlier. Yeah, it's Cuddle's deaf cousin, Olive. I just made her because I wanted to have an OC named Olive because I liked the name. I don't like olives themselves, though. I just the food olives. I don't like them. They're not pretty to look at, and they don't taste good. I already got a black Sharpie out. Damn it. Okay, I need sky blue for her eyes because she has those color eyes. Okay. I don't have much information on her because I kind of forgot about her for a little bit because that's kind of what happens. It's embarrassing a little, but basically when I first created her, I created her originally to be about 14 years old. I'm sure you are, but I think in this picture she'd probably be in her late 20s or early 30s probably. I'm just going to go with early 30s. She was born deaf, and for a large majority of her life, pretty much all throughout her childhood, she didn't have hearing aids because since it's very rare for a bunny to be born deaf or even become deaf in the first place because bunnies actually have really good hearing because their ears are so big. They didn't have hearing aids in her size. They didn't have hearing aids for bunnies. But when she was older, they finally started making hearing aids for bunnies because they finally acknowledged that, yes, it does happen. Bunnies are born and can become deaf, even if it's not extremely prevalent. So they make hearing aids for the special few bunnies that are born or do become deaf, and she got those when she was a young adult. She can't hear completely, but she can hear like a normal person talking at normal volume. She'd be able to hear like this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. So she can hear a little bit, and so she would have a typical deaf person voice where you sometimes miss a few syllables, but she still primarily speaks using sign language. And for those people who don't speak in sign language, she writes things down in a notebook. She really loves flowers and wanted to be a gardener when she grew up. And so I drew a picture of her when she's older, and it looks like she is a gardener because she's holding the flower you can't see it, but you can just see the stem, and she's holding a trowel. That's what that's called, right? A trowel or a
trowel. Yeah.
Yeah. How's the Sugar Crisp? Is it good?
Not the worst thing. It tastes like caramel corn, but bad.
I like the aftertaste personally. I think the aftertaste itself is where you get the brown sugar and honey.
The aftertaste tastes like feet.
You're probably just saying that because you still have snorted graham cracker in your system.
No, I had a bowl of this morning. I didn't have snorts in my system.
Okay, well, that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion and taste buds.
I should hope so.
No, you have to like Sugar Crisp.
No, I like it. I just don't want to taste feet first time.
I don't taste the feet.
Have you ever tasted a foot?
Yeah, JJ used to make me suck on his toes. Like I've said, when JJ was a teenager and I was a kid, I idolized him and wanted to hang out with him and be cool. But holy crap, sometimes he was such a douche to me. He smothered me with a pillow, made me suck on his frickin' toes, and made me step on his butt just so he would fart. You could say, oh, that's just a boy being a boy, but now that I'm an adult, it comes across as super douchey. JJ was kind of a douche to me as a teenager. Ah, crap. I just realized what I did.
He's a better person now.
Yeah. He's still JJ, but whatever.
I don't know. He's always been super sweet to me. Then again, I've only ever said like 3 words in my thing.
Yeah. How much exactly did you guys hang out when we were kids? For my childhood, I lived in the house above his.
I think I talked to him once or twice.
He babysat me a couple times.
I talked to him once or twice.
Yeah, so exactly my point. You didn't go through the douchey torment that I went through with him. I accidentally used black on her eyes, but she doesn't have black eyes. She has sky blue eyes, but I'll just color them in sky blue, whatever. I do like to give my OCs glow-ups. Why did I put the black away? I still need it. I do like to give my OCs glow-ups, but there are just certain things I don't like to change. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay if you want to make multiple OCs. I mean, Mickey does that. I do that. We all do. I think one of the main problems that you probably have is focusing on each one individually, like giving each one the individual attention instead of just hyper focusing on one, because that's a problem that I still have. Not so much as I used to, but I still definitely have it. Hi, David Yoshida. I'm sure you missed the streams. I've missed them too. But like I said, sorry to keep repeating this, but new people, I'm fairly certain, I'm hoping that this is the last camping trip for the summer. I'm pretty sure that's what my mom said. But that doesn't mean that I'm home free. I'm most likely going to get a job soon, and I'm not sure how my job schedule would affect my streams. But if I do manage to get this job, and I'm hoping I do, I'm hoping to God that I do, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll post a video explaining how my job schedule would affect me, my streaming schedule. Yeah, well, you and I both have autism, Floru. I'm not saying this happens exclusively with people that have autism, but it is more prevalent where we get hyper fixated not just on like a series or a game or a movie or whatever, but also a certain character in said series. When I was hyper obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog, my central focus character was Shadow in very unhealthy ways that I'm not going to get into because it's embarrassing and cringy and I don't want to talk about it. Let me think. With Happy Tree Friends, it's Flickby. I'm trying really hard not to be so hyper-focused on him. And right now, I guess my hyper-focus OC would probably be Tammy. But I'm not, but I don't know. Tammy is also kind of a comfort character for me. Because a lot of her behaviors mimic someone who has autism. Even though she doesn't have autism, a lot of her behaviors are similar of someone who has autism. I mean, she doesn't make good eye contact. She's very socially awkward. She doesn't pick up on social cues. Or she doesn't like being touched by certain people, which is another trait of some people with autism. Like some people with milder grades of autism do not like being touched unless it's by a certain person that they have grown to trust. I think it's more commonly found in people who have, like, I don't know, level 3 autism. Level 3 autism is pretty much the level of autism in which an autistic person usually doesn't speak. They have like very, very sensitive hearing, and they usually don't like being touched. I think. I'm not sure. I mean, there's a girl who takes walks around my neighborhood, our neighborhood, I should say, who has, I think she has level 3 autism because she doesn't talk and she is even more unfocused on the world around her than usual. And she does frequent things where she's like, ah, ah. And I also have a cousin that does that. Yeah, that's understandable. I got hyper-focused on him too. Not in the same way for some reason. Not in the same ways that I have with other characters for some reason, but yeah, Dib was pretty much my comfort character. I don't know. I just found it really funny and just interesting how he's literally the only one who saw right off the bat that Zim wasn't human. I mean, I don't know. I just find it really funny how he is both one of the smartest characters, but at the same time he can also be one of the stupidest characters because he has an ego problem, and I don't know. I don't think in Enter the Florpus his motivations for exposing Zim were as egotistical as they are in the show, because in Enter the Florpus we see one of the hardcore main reasons that he wants to expose Zim is so he can show his dad that he's not crazy and he just wants his dad to be proud of him. Whereas in the show, his relationship with his dad isn't really explored that much, and he's more motivated because he thinks he's a savior of the world, and he thinks that he wants fame and fortune from his discoveries. I mean, he is pretty delusional in the same ways in Enter the Florpus. Like, he thinks that he's much more important to the world than he actually is. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that he thinks that he's some big savior of the world, but he's not. I mean, I know he has good intentions at heart, but, like, he's really not a savior of the world like he makes himself out to be. I mean, he probably is after the events of Enter the Florpus, because he actually did manage to save the world from Zim. So I guess in a way he kind of is a savior, even if no one believes him and no one cares. Look, point is, he thinks he's much more important than he actually is in the long run, which is sad but true. Something I saw someone on Tumblr make a good point of is that Dib cares. Like, he's selfish in many ways, but at the same time, there are just things that he cares way too much about. Like, he cares way too much about his own classmates who treat him like frickin' dirt. Like, in the Invader Zim episode, A Room with a Moose, I'm pretty sure that's what it was called, he didn't care that all the other kids were insulting him and calling him crazy, and they had no idea the danger they were in. But he still saved them. He still saved them, even though they were treating him like dirt and whatever. That's what a real hero does. They don't save people for glory and fame and all that. They save people and help people because it's lawfully the right thing to do. And that's a good thing about Dib. I mean, sometimes he comes off as egotistical and antisocial because he can be pretty harsh and uncaring towards certain things and certain people or whatever, or he just doesn't care as much as he would when he was saving their lives. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Nell.
Hey.
Hey, how are you? That's good. That's good. What are you doing right now?
Currently watching Detective Conan.
Oh, I've heard of Detective Conan. I planned to watch it at some point, but I forgot about it a couple years ago. Because that's just how smart I am.
Over 900 episodes.
Yep, I knew that it had a lot of episodes.
22 movies.
Geez, 22?
Yes. Apparently, while I was checking this out, apparently they release a movie pretty much every April.
Really?
Yes.
I wonder if they're still doing that. If they have, I haven't heard. I haven't thought about Detective Conan in such a long time. I'm live streaming right now, so I'm currently talking to you in front of the entire internet. Say hello. What? Yeah, they know it. I've got you on speakerphone.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. I really don't mind. I said I'd call you later, but you called me, which is good because I probably would have forgotten because I'm just that dumb. I'm smart, but also dumb. Like most humans. So, entire internet, this is my friend from high school. Her name is Amber, but you may refer to her as Nell. And Nell, this is the entire internet that you can't see or hear. Right now, I've got 5 people watching.
Hi.
She says hi, in case you couldn't hear.
It's 5.
Oh, bye.
5.
5. Sorry. My speaker is a little muffled. So, what did you do all day?
Since I was channeling our local current Black Cats,
Yeah?
I didn't get up until like 3.
I think I got up at like 9 or 10
We
something.
get up 2 hours earlier, around 1.
Oh, guess what? I have a job interview tomorrow.
Yay!
And hopefully, if it goes well, I'll be working at this frozen yogurt place near where I live. I live close to it, so I can either just walk or ride my bike there. And it looks like a pretty simple job. Like with whatever they tasked me with, I think it would be a simple job. But I'm just hoping that the interview goes well because I've been trying to get a job for freaking ages. Everyone said hi back. Whew. You know, just because I talked to you tonight when I go to bed, I'm going to listen to Noelle the Mortal Fate while I fall asleep.
Of course, Noelle the Mortal Fate is the best.
Yeah, but for the most part, I've been listening to the Game Grumps play Mario Maker while I'm falling asleep. I don't know. There just comes a point when I need to diffuse from something for a while and then take a break and look at something else. But then when I haven't looked at something in a while, I'm just like, hey, I haven't visited this in a while, so I'm just going to go there.
Oh, I just do a daily checkup on it, typically. And that's just about it, currently. I do a checkup on one site, and then also check up on Twitter. Because, which is also why I ended up congratulating Happy Birthday a day early, because for them it is currently not anymore probably.
Yeah.
But it was August 27th.
Yep, so happy birthday, bitchy cop.
Also known as Gorilla.
Oh, yeah. Well, it isn't how long he is, and he's not even a demon. But it does make the and not cliche. I mean, think about it. How many people have we? How many characters have we run into that are all demons? Quite a bit.
Summer Thing is all demons.
I know, but still, how many?
And Rebellio's former comrade, Solid 7, is all humans except for him. And the current making of it, which it went to now 8, the ones that aren't human are him and Spica. Because Spica does a flip when she gets over her approximately 600-year tantrum. It's somewhat relatively justified.
So, are you saying that you found out why she was turned into a devil?
I haven't actually translated it, but I can sort of guess. Basically.
Well, I would hope there's a reason.
Witch Trials era.
Oh.
Witch Trials era.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I would hope there's an explanation, because you don't just suddenly turn a freaking 10-year-old girl into a devil.
It's one of those things of, I can't remember exactly what happened, but
oh, for those of you who don't know, we're talking about a game called Noelle the Mortal Fate. What?
I think she was upset over this one old lady's death.
Was this one old lady accused of being a witch?
I have no clue.
Wouldn't surprise me.
That she died. And so, and from what I understand, Clara, as she was known at the time, was very apparently Spica was one of those urban legends kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so it's more or less she took up that name.
I think I've heard of that. I think I've heard of that happening in movies, like where someone adopts a name based on either an urban myth or someone who they knew.
Accusing her of being a speaker or something like that, or just like that. I vaguely remember. Based on the CGI, I think they tortured her.
That would explain the art you showed me, like the one where she looked like she was hanging by her hands by like chains.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a silhouette, but it's not very hard to make out what was going on.
Yeah.
But still, even from being tortured, someone doesn't just randomly turn into a devil.
Probably being thrown into the depths of despair. Something like that. I don't know.
Well, in that case, why aren't more characters devils?
The depths of despair that's classified. I don't know.
It's okay.
We'll figure it out later when it shows up.
Well, when you do, make sure you tell me, because I want to know how a 10-year-old girl who looks like the sweetest little thing suddenly becomes a great devil who's like one of the worst things.
Highly sadistic.
Yeah, she's sadistic. Childish, but sadistic.
Yep.
But back to my point earlier about Gino. It, like I said, it's refreshing that they had a foe or just another character in general that was really hard to defeat but wasn't a demon or a devil. I mean, the number of demons compared to just regular humans, and I'm not talking about the generic soldiers. Though
Cannon fodder. What's the cannon fodder?
All I'm saying is the number of demons in that game, it outnumbers the amount of regular humans in the game.
Currently, no. That would be a lie, currently.
Really? Oh, right, because Rebellio's team showed up.
Yeah.
I know, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
About how it was cool how Gino was a formidable foe, but he wasn't a demon or a devil.
Everyone that was mentioned in the first season, or showed up in the first season, except for Karen, ended up being a demon.
Yep.
Okay, so that's hey, demons.
Well,
Hello.
actually, Jillian didn't become a demon until season 2?
1.5.
Yeah, technically.
Because the reason why they jumped off the roof in season 2 was because Caesar showed up.
Yeah.
So it was some point between season 1
yeah,
and 2.
This is what I got so far. I think she looks really beautiful. I'm working on a drawing right now, and I think it looks really nice so far. Thank you, David Yoshida.
There were 5 humans, maybe. We still don't know what the one dude was, who only lasted like 5 seconds.
Well, I'm pretty sure he was human.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, a demon could have probably survived that.
But with the background title called Phantom Killer, it's like, what? Anyways, who knows?
I remember when you told me it was his birthday, and I'm just like, happy birthday, guy who barely lasted a freaking minute.
Actually, he died in the like first 5 minutes. But anyways.
Yeah, of course.
I think it's about even.
Oof.
7, 8, 9, 10, fact, there's still there's one more demon in comparison to
Yeah, right? I mean, the amount of...
There's less demons than humans, but there's 3 doubles.
Well, yeah, but still, for most of the majority of Noelle so far, there have been far more demons than just regular humans. And no, the generic soldiers and guards do not count.
Cannon foil. In case you don't know, that means people that are simply there just to die.
What's that called? What's that called?
Cannon holder.
Cannon holder.
Holder.
Oh.
In case you don't, you may or may not know this. Think red shirts.
Okay.
You know that expression?
Red shirts.
Yeah, it's.
No, I don't know that. I don't know that expression. You're gonna have to explain it to me.
Something from Star Trek.
I have not seen a single Star Trek thing.
I haven't either. It's just I'll explain it a bit.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys think my drawing looks beautiful.
Each type of member on the crew wears a different colored shirt, which sections, and red was security team.
Okay.
And so they died a lot because they're security.
Well,
so
yeah.
They died a lot. And those red shirt. Cannon folder. Let's check cannon folder. That's a folder. Anyways. I wonder what season 12 will bring us.
Well, we can only wait and see. I'm personally...
Either sometime in December or next year.
I'm personally waiting for season 10 to get translated into English.
Of course. That has, so awesome music. This,
I'll make sure to listen to the music when that comes out.
Really like. I wonder if I can play it.
Just please don't blast it in my ears. My poor ears are sensitive.
Okay. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites currently.
It's gonna be in season 10.
Yep, it's No Narrow Crush. Okay, I cannot pronounce it.
It's okay.
Not that. This.
Oh, that sounds cool. Jammin'.
I wonder if they can hear it too. I'm curious.
Probably. I usually watch my streams after I'm done with them because sometimes I like to go back and rewatch moments that I liked personally that are now captured on the internet forever. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just watch that moment again. Hey, Bella.
And in season 11, there's 3 that I really like.
You'll have to send them to me so I can listen to them. What, Ella?
Mom wants you to go out and grab baby.
Is she sleeping?
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
Hey, Nell.
Yes.
I'll have to talk to you tomorrow after my appointment because I've got to go outside and grab my baby sister and bring her in, and then I've got to finish up my stream. All right. Those were nice songs, though.
Not nice, but anyways.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What?
Oh, nothing. That was
Excuse me.
falling asleep on.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was like.
Yeah, that's what mom does when she hasn't gotten enough sleep or when she needs to sleep. Either way, she will need to sleep. But like,
We're all
I'll be
human.
texting on her phone and she'll be like falling asleep and then she drops her phone and I'm like, ah.
Hi. Oh. Hello. Hello back. Emmy, one of them said hi to me. Okay. This one said hi. New.
Yeah. Little Beeb needs to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Just say goodnight.
Yeah. So, what do you like to eat for like a snack? This is my sister's drawing. I don't draw like her.
I'll be right out. I just have to go to the bathroom really quick.
Ow. Ouchie. Oh, that sounds delicious. I like Pop-Tarts. What's your favorite Pop-Tart? Mine's s'mores Pop-Tart.
I'm right here. I just had to go use the bathroom after I brought Adeline upstairs. She needed to go to sleep. All right, I need my chair back, please.
I can't move.
You know, you could just get out the other way.
I'm fine.
Oh, careful.
Yeah. Mini strawberry and
cherry
and
hot fudge sundae.
I've never tried. I haven't tried those.
I've tried hot fudge sundae. I've had all the flavors that you've mentioned, but Mom primarily buys
s'mores and raspberry because I like s'mores and my dad likes raspberry.
Hey Bella, I need some elbow room. Thank you. Okay. Clearly I did this backwards. Clearly I need to do the opposite. Uma la la uma la la. All eyes on me. Let me see.
Oh my gosh, what's that song?
It's the song from Descendants 2. What's my name?
What's my name? Have a bite.
Yep. Did Mom bring food?
No.
Great. Guess
She just brought drinks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's okay.
My favorite food for lunch or dinner is spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, she loves spaghetti meatballs, and by that I mean she eats all the meatballs and leaves most of her spaghetti. You can't even say it's not true. Don't even try to defend yourself because it's true.
I eat the noodles and the meatballs.
You left pretty much more than half of your noodles in there, but not a single meatball could be found.
Yeah.
You waste a lot of food, Isabella.
Again.
She's not this friendly in real life, trust me.
How dare you say that in a woman's command?
That doesn't make any sense.
I know. That's what it's supposed to do to you.
What's my name? What's my name?
Oh,
what's my name? What's my name?
Oh,
feel the power. No one's gonna stop us, so the world will be ours. What's my name? What's my name? What's it? Say it.
Oh.
Hey, please don't be so loud. I don't want Adeline to wake up and you're hurting my ears.
Okay, what's this?
Stuff for therapy. It's about diffusing from unpleasant thoughts. Okay.
I slapped myself in the face.
Yeah, don't do that. That's not good for your health. Bella, stop it.
Okay. What's her name?
Olive.
She doesn't look like an olive.
Well, she's green. Olives are green.
But they're not this color.
No, but her name is Olive. She's not meant to look like an olive. That's just her name.
How about
she's a bunny?
You should draw the baby a black olive.
I don't really want to make another fan kid because then I've got to focus on them as well.
You color this, and then you draw the baby a black olive.
He's orange. He has a lot of friends. They live together on a fruit stand. They have adventures all across the land and even play in a rock and roll band. He's orange. Annoying orange. He's orange. Annoying orange. He's orange.
Annoying orange. He's orange.
Wow. Someone who I've never thought I'd meet someone who hates Hamburger Helper.
Hamburger.
I love Hamburger Helper. I used to eat it a lot as a kid.
Hamburger Helper?
Hamburger Helper. They're like it's like a quickly. It's like it's not an instant meal, but it's kind of like that. It comes from a box. You just boil noodles, add sauce and meat and whatever. It's kind of like boxed macaroni and cheese, but no, will you please stop that?
Yeah.
I love Annoying Orange too. And if people say they don't like him because he's annoying, well, yeah, that's the whole point. And I know that people think that annoyingness is not funny, and you're right, it's not. But the fact that he's annoying is what? What?
I love Annoying Orange.
I know. I already saw that.
Well, you can put on my canopy.
That's okay. There's always tomorrow.
No, Mom promised me. Mom says that she might take Addie out of the room. And then she put canopy up. We might get a triple bed.
A triple bed? You mean a loft bed?
No, a bunk bed.
Oh, no, a bunk bed is 2 beds. It's not a triple bed.
No, there's some bunk beds that have 3.
Yeah, well, why would you need 3?
Maybe the girl.
No, Bella, I'm sorry. Don't take this personally, but I would not want to share a room with you.
I'm not saying that we should share a room.
Mikkel's not going to want to share a room with you either.
I know. I wasn't going to say that.
What were you going to say, huh?
Maybe me, you, and Cal could have a sleepover if we do get the bunk bed.
Maybe. And then when Adeline gets older, she can sleep in it. Point is, Bella, don't take any of this personally, but as far as us sharing a room, I can't see that happening and ending good and ending well. Because
what does it say?
If it won't get out of my head, then I gotta draw the OC. And if the idea leaves, then I ain't creating one because I don't want to have too many OCs to focus on. Yeah, that's understandable, but at the same time, it's really hard to resist the urge to create an OC, especially if you feel like it's such a good idea.
Idea, my OC. Yeah. I don't have an OC.
Actually, you technically do.
Who?
Wyatt from our monster game. Wyatt is technically an OC of yours. Oops.
From Zombies too.
No, I mean the one from.
No.
We have a game that we haven't played in a long time, and for good reasons. We call it the monster game. Long story short, she has a character in it that she named Wyatt. It's not a boy, it's a girl, but she named it after a character from the Disney Channel movie Zombies 2.
Tell them how my character is.
Her character behaves pretty much like she does. Hyperactive, always wants to get into everyone's business, and annoying at times.
But why is it smart?
Yeah.
I tell you, she is smart.
Yeah.
So is Bella, her little sister.
Again, named after a character from Zombies.
And when that her cousin.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Well, don't laugh so hard next time. I'm almost done with the drawing. I just need to color in her pants. I already read that one.
What does it say?
I already read it.
No, you read this OC.
No, I read this
What
one.
does it say?
The top one says, I sometimes try to be
I know what the top one says.
That's the one I read.
Oh.
Oh, excuse me.
Not the one with the OC.
They're both about the OC. She's basically going into an explanation about how OC has worked with her.
Well, good luck.
Yes, thank you.
I'm going to get my money.
Oh my gosh. Even when she's not being disrespectful, she still gets on my nerves for some reason. Like just earlier, she was being so freaking annoying and rude and disrespectful. And right now, she wasn't being disrespectful. Holy crap.
Where's Mommy?
Her car.
No.
Oh, well, she must have went into the garage because I didn't hear her come in. Because usually when she comes in, she asks me to do something for her, which is fine. But still, it's just a common thing that I've come to recognize. I don't have a problem with doing favors or doing anything in general for people. I just say this as a thing where like I expect it to happen because it's a habit. It's a thing that I've come to expect. Actually, this looks pretty good, even if the colors should have been flip-flopped. All right, there we go. That's Olive as an adult, and you can see she has the hearing aid in her ear. I didn't know how to draw a hearing aid inside a bunny ear, because on humans, hearing aids, they can like fill up the entire inside of our ear and we can clearly see them, and they have knobs or dials to like turn up how sensitive they are and how non-sensitive they should be. So I just had one that's like inserted inside her ear, not covering the entire ear, but like, you know, and on the side it has the dial so she can turn it like, you know, I don't know. I just tried to imagine what a hearing aid on a bunny would look like.
Mommy?
Yeah. Streaming. Hang on. I'm coming. I'm coming closer so I don't have to yell. I said I was coming closer so I didn't have to yell.
What's your favorite movie? Okay. Cool. My favorite movie is Jaws. It's really, really funny too. It's not just about sharks. It's one of my favorite movies. Another favorite movie. I like Zombies 2. I like Trolls. I like Scooby Doo. I like The Dark Crystal. I like Smurfs 2. I like what did you say? Oh.
Hey, Bella, can I have my spot back now, please?
Okay.
I can't see, Bella.
Okay, my niece likes...
My niece likes the movie Trolls.
Yeah, I know. I love it too.
Okay, can you scooch over, please? You're suffocating me.
What did he say?
This one? Favorite movie is usually the SpongeBob ones. Yeah, well, she wouldn't know that. Mom doesn't let her watch SpongeBob. My mom does not like SpongeBob.
Yes.
Especially, like, one of my cousins, when she was young, because of SpongeBob, she ran around our neighborhood with no pants on or whatever. Something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she did.
I can understand that, so. Weren't you watching the movie Trolls yesterday with Grandma when we went to go visit her? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can I use your phone to watch Zombies 2?
Maybe tomorrow, okay?
Why?
Because I'm going to need it for tonight and I don't want it to die before I go to bed. Besides, it's getting late and you should get ready for bed. It's 11:30. Well, you know, but you're not doing anything.
I know, but I'm waiting for Mom, for Adeline to get some more rest, and then she'll get Adeline and set up my canopy.
Well, you better make sure that's what's happening tonight because it's getting really late and you do not need to be staying up this late. You are 8 years old.
I know. I mean, can you help me start my movie in the DVD player?
First, go ask Mom if you can watch a movie right now.
I could.
So if I go out there and ask her, she'll say yes?
Yes.
We all said yes. Okay. I'll be right back. Mom, Bella wants to watch a movie right now. Okay, are you sure? Because it's almost midnight. Okay.
And then you say,
Okay. Now, turn on the TV, turn on the DVD player. I'll switch it over when I get in there.
I'm not going down there with the curtains open though.
I will close the curtains. Just go down there.
It's scary.
Oh, stop being such a fraidy cat.
Hey, you're afraid of the dark, aren't you?
Well, I've conquered certain parts of my fear of the dark.
Well,
I'm usually only afraid to walk down here with the curtains open when I'm home alone and it's really quiet. So come on, who doesn't think that's scary? I'm not judging you, I'm just saying I got over some parts of my fear. You can too. But you're not going to do that by... Yes. Doesn't even freaking matter when I fold those blankets. Here, take your melatonin.
No, Emily.
What?
I'm going to sit you over.
Yes. Second of all, don't you say no to me.
Oh, sorry. There's some
the non-chewables and not bring you water? Or do you really think I would give those to you at all? I know you can't swallow pills like that yet. Come on. You need to have a little more faith in me. Here you go. I'll just put one on and you're not going to complain about it. Alright. But whatever will get put on, no whining, no crying, no complaining, none of that. Well, I never said you couldn't. I never said you couldn't choose. Do you want to watch The Princess Bride? Alright, here we go. No objections, no arguments, no none of that.
Why did you say that you could?
I never said that I did, but you never said that you wanted to pick. You never came up here. So I just said I'm going to put on a movie and you're not going to complain. But I never said that I wouldn't tell you. Here. For when you need to push play. I'm going to turn down the lights just a little bit. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Savage love. Did somebody break your heart? Alright. So before I move on, I've got a couple things to show you guys. Recently, I finished these. I think I already showed these, but they weren't fully colored. These are some drawings I did of my cousin's OC, Nike. This is what he normally looks like. That's how I draw him. Except normally his hair is covering this eye. So I just drew him in a bunch of forms. This is his normal form. This is him as a human. It's just a chibi human head. And this is how I drew him as a Happy Tree Friends character. He's a complete sociopath. He's funny, but at the same time, he's a pretty freaking awful person. And I don't mean that in a joking sense. He really is a terrible freaking awful person. And I just wanted to show you guys this. This isn't Happy Tree Friends related or OC related at all. It's just something I drew for my mom. She's been requesting for me to draw it for like months, if not maybe over a year. It's just something she wanted me to draw her. I had a reference image, but it doesn't look exactly like this, but it was pretty much just a butterfly landing on top of a heart that was crumbling with a flower sprouting out of it. The butterfly didn't have tears, and there wasn't crumbly bits of the heart falling off, and the rose petals weren't like bursting all over the place, but I just decided to add to it because, you know, it's cool. Thank you. And this is what I'm going to be coloring next. I decided it's been a while since I did some Flippy X Flaky drawings, so I just did some cute little wholesome drawings between them. I feel like a lot of the times I usually draw Flaky being with Flickpy, so I just wanted to show her being with her original sweetheart, because I do really still ship them. It's just sometimes I get a little carried away with my fantasies of her and the other one. Thank you. This picture, I'd say at the bottom, this was when they like started dating, because you can tell because she's a bit more shy. She's being receptive towards him, of course, but she's still being shy. And also Flippy is wearing his camouflage jacket along with some camouflage pants, because he doesn't wear his camouflage jacket a lot anymore. At least not in the drawings I depict. And also his dog tags don't have the guards around them, because in my art style, like later on, he gets guards around his dog tags. Oh, and then up here, I'd say this is probably like, I don't know. I wouldn't say that they're married because they don't have their wedding rings on in this picture, but I definitely would say that this was after Flickby's reformation, because Flaky has a ponytail and she didn't wear ponytails a lot until like after she started dating the both of them. She started feeling more comfortable with wearing ponytails. Thank you. I'm glad that I'm glad you think it's pretty. Oh, really? I used to have long hair too. When I was younger, like much, much younger, I used to have long hair. I used to have bangs too, flat cut bangs, but I don't have them anymore. Coming. Hang on. Mom needs me again. I'm coming. Sorry, I had to set my phone. Yeah, just keep that image. I'm going to get my Seek app. I'll be right back. My mom needs my help identifying a spider.
What?
Mom needs my help identifying something. Really? Oh. Garbage. Now. Okay. Good night. I don't know if you've left it yet, but good night. Sorry, my mom needed my help identifying an orb weaver. That's a type of spider, in case you're interested. But when it started getting into political stupid bull, I just left. I don't wanna hear anymore. I don't want to hear about any more freaking Black Lives Matter stuff. It's all garbage anyway. And I don't mean that in a way that I'm not saying Black lives don't matter, but I don't know. Political garbage just makes me angry.
Emily,
Bella.
come here.
Why? What do you need? Cause why? What?
Because I want you. I have some favors for you.
What are they?
Put my necklace up on the mantle and something to look at.
What's on the mantle?
Put my necklace on the mantle.
Okay. Here. Could just be carpet lint. Lint from carpet. Yeah, it's just a carpet stain. Okay. Now back to coloring. Right now I'm going to color in the brown splotches on Flippy's camouflage pants. I've just started accepting the fact that the characters in my AU just all wear clothing. I think in like the next couple new pages and chapters of Two Sides, I'm just going to start drawing them in all clothing. Because it just doesn't make sense how suddenly they just start wearing clothing for whatever reason. So just ignore that continuity error, even though it's a big continuity error. Whatever. I was going to say it's not like anyone takes my crap seriously, but that's not true. Point is, things change. Some things you're just supposed to ignore. Whoa. Oh, this is something I sketched. I plan on continuing it, but it's just going to be a short little mini comic focusing around my OC Nolan's parents. Like my OC Nolan, his parents. This comic is just going to be focusing on the point of view from his dad, Nathan. I think I've shown him before. Hang on, I have a drawing of him in my sketchbook that I did. Yeah, no, it went too far. Yeah, here he is. For those of you who know Nolan, this is his dad, Nathan. He's a good dad, and honestly, you can see that he's Nolan's dad because he looks like him. He looks very much like him. He's the spitting image of his dad. Except for a few things, like the fact that Nolan has brown quills like his mom, and he has freckles like his mom too. Meanwhile, his dad has no freckles and has green quills, but he has the same brown eyes as his dad and the same fur color. But yeah, Nathan's a really good dad to Nolan. But he's a very nervous man. Like, it's not that he's afraid of everything. It's just that he's not like Flaky where he was literally afraid of everything around him. It's just that concerning his life and his choices, he was just somewhat worried and anxious that he was going to make certain choices wrong or that he was going to take steps in the wrong direction. I haven't really decided on much information about Nolan's parents, except for a few things. I like the fact that they are, like, their attitudes on their lives are completely different, for one thing. That's the thing about what this says. Like, I'll read this to you. I've always been a worrywart. Since I was a child, my mind constantly invented and placed problems where there were none. My wife, Dolce, is the exact opposite. I don't think she's ever worried about a thing in her life. Yeah, that's Nolan's mom's name. Her name is Dolce, which I think it means like sweet or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what I want Nolan's dad or mom to be. I haven't worked that out. And this is Nolan's mom. Her name is Dolce. She's a porcupine, just like her husband and just like her son, obviously. She is the complete opposite. She's the complete opposite of her husband. He's a very worrying person, especially just mostly concerning his life and the possible choices he makes. And she is a very carefree, energetic spirit. Thank you. I think she's pretty too. You can tell that she's Nolan's dad too. I mean, mom as well, as like, you can tell that Nathan is his dad and Nolan is his mom because she has brown quills like he does and she has freckles like he does. I don't have a whole lot of information about them yet, like what they do for a living, but I do know that they're very good parents and they care about their son a lot, and they're the complete opposite of each other. Nathan is a bit of a worrywart, while Dolce is not a worrywart at all. Hang on, I'm going to look up what it means really quick, just so I can confirm. Go, 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 go. Oops. Okay. Dolce. Yeah, I'm right. It means sweetly and softly.
Dolce.
Yeah, see? I'm glad you think she's pretty, though. I think she's pretty as well. Beautiful. Okay. Green. Red. Blue. Black. No. And Nolan was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome when he was about probably around 8 years old, I would say. I think that's what I originally planned. But his dad didn't know much about autism, but what he did know about it was pretty exaggerated negative stuff, like, oh, they're afraid of everything, or they don't know how to take anything as a joke, or blah, 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 or like people with autism throw frequent tantrums and everything. But like, eventually, that's why he was such a cautious tiptoer with Nolan after they had first found out that he had autism. It's not that he didn't pay any attention to him, and it's not that he neglected him, but a lot of the times he was afraid to leave Nolan alone with anybody. And he would even call in from work a lot. When he would call Dolce from work a lot, when he would just like, is Nolan okay? Is Nolan okay? Is Nolan okay? Where he's like, and she's like, he's fine, he's fine. But over time, he eventually learned that he was being paranoid over just a bunch of false exaggerations or whatever. And having a child that has autism is not the end of the world. And just because they have autism, that doesn't mean you should treat them like someone different. They are normal people. It's just that they have certain things about them that are different from other normal people. And yes, you do need to do some things a bit differently with them, but other than that, it shouldn't keep you from treating them like a normal child. Yeah. I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome when I was around 12 years old, I believe. I mean, my mom said I was in the 6th grade. So, yeah, I would probably be around 11 or 12 years old when that happened. When that happened, I should say. Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's kind of fitting for a worrywart character to become even more of a worrywart when they find out that, I don't know, their child has some kind of either disability or like whatever. Yes, it would make some things a bit more difficult, and you do need to explain certain things with them and all that, but it's not the end of the world. I think something you shouldn't do with your child if you find out that they have autism is don't treat it like it's the end of the world. And another thing is don't let them get away with things because they have a disability, because then you might have a child who grows up to believe that they can get away with anything as long as they say, I have autism or I have a disability. Yes, you should cut them some slack every now and then, but just make sure that they understand that they can't use their disability as an excuse for acting out. And you need to explain to them what their disability is so they know about it, so they know how to control it and combat the not so positive parts about it. Like, oh, if you're having a sensory overload, then you got to find ways to combat it. And if you are taking things too personally or you're not taking kindly to criticism, then you should find ways that you can be accepting of it, because you're just going to have that your entire life, and people aren't going to bend the rules for you, and they're not going to bend to you just because you have a disability that makes you not take kindly to criticism. The world's not going to treat you differently just because you have a disability. Yes, there are going to be people who are very understanding, but they're not going to like baby you just because you have a disability. Even when I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, I did not fully understand what it was because, for one thing, I didn't pay attention when people were talking to me about it, and for another thing, I didn't care enough to research it. But now I do, and now I identify why I behave certain ways, and why certain things affect me in a way that wouldn't affect any other neurotypical person. I think that's what we call I think that's the proper term for non-autistic people, neurotypical. Because neuro meaning brain and typical meaning just average, regular. So I think that would be the term for someone who doesn't have autism. Whew. All right. It's pretty much 1 minute to midnight, so I'm going to use this last minute to clean up all my stuff. I'm starting to get tired, and I need to brush my teeth and do my dishes before I go to bed. Not specifically in that order, but, you know. All right. So I hope you've enjoyed this stream. Lots of regulars, whatever, man. Well, I'm going to do my dishes, and then I'm going to brush my teeth and go to bed. I want to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for my interview tomorrow. I don't have it, like, right away in the morning. I have it in the afternoon, but still, I want to make sure I get enough sleep so I can be ready. And also, it's just good to get enough sleep. All right. All cleaned up. Just need to go do my dishes. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. All that jazz. And I will most likely see you this upcoming Friday. Hopefully, if things go well. So, bye-bye.